Okay. Let's go to the screen. This is what we achieved last stream. And this was like 2 days ago. So we have 7 bars for our bar charts, which are basically from Monday until Sunday, right? For each of the days. And the values are actually real data, real values. You can see them at the bottom. For example, we have like, let's see, yesterday, today, yeah. There was a list, there was a better today and yesterday. We got 2 and 3. Let's see. For Monday, we have 100. As you can see, for Tuesday, we have 200. Although that should have been Monday, now that we're looking at this. The 200 should have been in a Monday, not in a Tuesday. Maybe we have some issues with the... But we'll fix that, yeah. And basically on Sunday, we have 300, and this is Sunday. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, we do have issues in terms of distributing the data. As you can see, like if today is Monday and we have the 100 and 200 expenses here. Let me just turn off the AC. If we have Monday and Tuesday 100 and 200 here, which the data says that it's today. First of all, these should be in the same bar. But second of all, if today is Monday, then we should not be drawing the Sunday, because that's like from last week, right? We're looking for this week right here. But yeah, we still don't have that. We still don't... Hey, Crips, Stravo, hello. We still don't have the filter implemented, the filter that's going to give us like, okay, we are looking at this week. As you can see, it's right now it's hard-coded. It's like 12th of September until 18th of September, right? It's going great. Yeah, thanks for asking. So this is like this is hard-coded right now. But the idea is to implement a page view in, at least that's how it's called in iOS, to basically the whole screen will be swipeable. So we're looking at the current week that we're in right now. When we swipe left, we go to the previous week, and you know, all of these informations are going to change, and the list is only going to show the expenses that are within that time period right here. But we still don't have that implemented. I thought we wanted to like work. I decided we would work on the charts to get it out of the door at first, and then we can implement the filtering of the data, the actual mechanism that will allow us to swipe left and swipe right as we want to jump between the periods. And yeah, but right now we just want to get this working, and that's it. Now the list itself, I'm not sure. We can circle back later on and check why, for example, we bought some food and bought some transport for like 100 and 200. These are the same day, but judging by the log, we only have them like Monday and Tuesday. Let's actually look at that. Let's figure out how. This is the weekly chart, and we use the weekly chart in our report screen. And there, okay, yeah. Good. So basically, we're not talking about the same data, right? As you can see, this is all inline. I just added it just to have something, right? There we go. So it's like 12th and 13th. And then 14th. Yeah. Okay. So we got 2, like 100 and 200 for Monday. We got something for Tuesday as well. Bought some food, which is 100 as well. And then we have 200 for transport. But looking at this, we don't really see that, do we? 100 and 200 at the same date, which is 12th of September. It's not gonna give us like, okay. But this is weird. Then we have another one for 13th, which is bought some food. Okay. Let's open up the weekly chart and we have the expenses here. So I believe there is an issue here in the in this reduce block. So let's check it out. We have exactly, we have the accumulated and we have the expense based on each of the expenses. So the first expense, we're trying to get the day. Okay, day number names. So we are trying to get the date, which is a date, honestly. We don't actually need this date wrapper. And the get day is going to return us the number. Gets the day of the week using local time. Let's try to debug this, because I'm running it from the terminal, but I actually want to be able to debug this. So we'll create a VS Code folder with the dots and then launch.json. Set the version here and then add configurations. Now let's see, Node.js launch via npm. So we are trying to run the iOS script, and we'll also add source maps. We'll set that to true. So if I hit a breakpoint here and hit F5, as you can see, we are basically running the iOS script on iPhone 14 Pro. That's good. Let's reload to see if everything works. Okay. But we don't have the breakpoints. Let's figure that out. So React Native Expo debug in VS Code. Because we don't want to do console log every time. Oh, right, there was, okay. Got it. Yeah, I just remembered. There was this, it's not this, but yeah, there was this Chrome debugger that opens in a tab, but we should be able to React Native debugger. So this is a separate app. Can't we do all of that in VS Code though? It'll be cool if we could do it in VS Code. WebStorm. There we go. We did that. Okay, so there's like the attach to packager. Okay, so we're running the script and then we're attaching. How about this a packager? This is a different package, I guess. React Native Tools extension is set. All right, let's see. React Native Tools. This is actually what we need to install. That's good. Okay. And then we need to do this basically. I'm gonna stop this because it doesn't work. Debugging. Nice configuration. So now we'll have, yeah, there we go, React Native. Debug, beautiful. Okay, so let's go here. I'm just gonna scrape this configuration and we should see React Native. Debug, iOS. Direct mode or classic? I am not sure. Using Hermes, yeah. Okay, so let's try running this now. If we could debug our app using VS Code, that would be the tops. Because it's so much easier. Wow, this is taking so long. Make sure your project uses the correct dependencies for Expo. This may take a while. Okay, we do use the correct dependencies for Expo because we created the app using the Expo CLI. So we should be pretty good on that front. Yasir, hey Lazar, got a chance to join the live stream for the first time. Oh, that's cool, man. Welcome. Yeah, we're trying to debug the React Native app using VS Code. So we don't want to get out of the VS Code. We want to keep this developer, the DX basically development experience. We don't want to leave our IDE to debug the app which is here. Right, so we want to have everything here on the same. Alright, the error occurred. Okay. No packager. Doesn't exist neither at index.js nor index.ios. Skip pre-warming. Well, yeah, because it's an Expo app. Revealed previews. Okay, let's check out this one then. Live preview for native files. So this is just like previews and stuff and IntelliSense, but this is just for configs, right? Not what we're looking for. Expo, actually, let's see. To debug a project created using Expo or the Create React Native app, you can use embedded support. Okay. Expo CLI is installed globally. Is it? Let's check. Which Expo CLI? It is. Debug on Expo Go. If you're using Expo Go, follow below steps to start. Open your project in VS Code. Done. Create a debug configuration. Select debugging exponents in the debug drop-down menu and start debugging exponents. We didn't see that, did we? Let's scrape this and try adding a new configuration. Okay, there we go, exponent, yeah. How would you rate the experience of React Native Expo with Flutter or True Native? In terms of DevX and UX? Yeah, I mean, I had more issues with Swift UI. I'm not sure, maybe it's like my experience haven't been that, that brought in the Swift ecosystem, so not everything was as I would have expected, right? Like I couldn't predict a lot of the stuff. Then we hopped onto Flutter, which was pretty cool. And I think so far we've built the Flutter app in record time. And then right now we are doing the React Native version of the app, and it's fast. It's fast, and I would say, yeah, like React Native and Flutter would be pretty much like on the same level. I did like Dart as a programming language. It has some, it has some pretty cool features, especially the extensions. So that helped us a lot, into achieving the things that we wanted to achieve. But yeah, overall, I would say, yeah, React Native and Flutter would be at the same level, and then a bit worse UX, or UX, not UX, DX. A bit worse DX for me personally would be the Swift UI version. But that would be just me. For example, if you ask a seasoned iOS developer, then it's probably gonna be the opposite. But I tend to, to be more involved into the web technologies than mobile ones. So probably that's why I like Flutter and React Native a bit more, because it's, it's closer to what I'm used to. Yeah. All right, let's see. Androids. Okay, it said something about Androids. I'm not sure. $19,000. Okay, let's see. This is 19,000. Let's hit reload. It's loading. That's good. We're probably not gonna need the Expo QR code, so we'll just close the tab. Okay. So if we go now to reports, something's fishy, like we don't have the icons, but it's not hitting the breakpoint. Please check device and select debug JS remotely. Okay, we missed that. Debug remote JS. Okay, so let's go to the report screen now. There we go. All right. We achieved debugging locally. Although I have no idea why we're missing the icons at the bottom, because they were definitely there. Okay, but yeah, this will totally work. Let me +1 this, and let's see. We have the first expense, which is the bought some food. No recurrence. It is the 12th. Okay, so 12th is Sunday. Yeah, 12th is Sunday. So that's why we saw a lot of the stuff on Sunday. Okay. The day would be Sunday. Beautiful. Let's go one more. Check out the expense. It's Sunday again. Makes sense. We had 2 expenses on the 12th of September. Moving on again. Then we have Monday. 1 of them. And it was like 100. That's good. And then we have the 14th, which is Tuesday, which is 200, which is double. Okay. And that's it, right? We had like, okay, makes sense. Yeah, so we have Sunday as the 12th. That's not actually Monday. Yeah, we have Sunday, which accumulated up to 300 US dollars as an expense. Then we have Monday of 100, and we have Tuesday for 200. Okay, that makes sense, right? So it's not really broken, which is good. All right, so let's move on. We're gonna keep the debugger rolling. The next thing that we need to do is add labels here. Like we want to add labels for the for each of these, each of the bars. We also want to add some labels on the left side to basically indicate the amounts of the expenses, right? And we'll just add 3. We'll add 0 at the bottom, the maximum at the top, and then in the middle we'll add half of the maximum, right? So we'll keep it simple. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Let's see how we can do that. We have the Y scale point and we have the X scale point. So the idea of the X scale point and Y scale point is basically to give us the exact positions where we need to draw the bars. And additionally, we can use those positions to also draw the texts inside, right? And this is how it all looks like. For example, the X, we're using the X as a function, which was this, like d3.scalePoint. We pass the domain, we pass the range, but we also add a bit of padding. And I have no idea why this is here. We follow the tutorial. I'm not sure how it, like, let's see if we add 0 padding. There we go. So padding is good. What if we add 2 padding? These are now too close. Okay, so we'll keep it as 1. We'll keep it as 1 because that's okay. There we go. So using the X as a function, we pass the day, which is a string, which is going to be basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to give us the coordinates on the X axis. So it's going to give us this or this. Yeah, it's going to give us this basically. And we subtract half of the bar width to basically draw the chart here, but not here, right? Because if we don't do that, everything's gonna be on the right. And maybe I don't know, maybe we should be doing that, shouldn't be doing that. So it's a bit on the right. Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, basically right now, what we need to do is just add another element right here using that's going to be the text, right? We'll have the item.day and we'll just get the first letter. So MTW instead of the whole Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll keep it minimal. We'll use the X and Y properties to position that text right here. And we'll use the fill to change the color. But how do we add text in SVG? Should we just use an ordinary text? Or should we use the text element? I believe we should use the text element because we have the X and Y properties that we can use. Okay, so let's go back. These elements come from the React Native SVG package, so we should just do texts. Beautiful. We'll come down here, we'll open our text element. We are gonna get the item.day, but we'll just grab the first letter, so M. And then we'll also grab the X and Y. Maybe not the Y. We'll see about the Y. I'm gonna keep it at 0 for now. And I'm going to set the fill to theme text primary. Okay, check it out. We have them there. We should also play around with the size, but I intentionally set the Y to 0 because we want to go a bit down, maybe even more, like 18. You see that? And then we subtract half of the bar width, but we should not be doing that. Actually, we should be subtracting some level of, actually 6. Let's try 6. There we go. It's pretty centered now. So there we go. We have our labels now. I'm gonna spin up Figma so we can check out the exact styling properties for these labels. Okay, so 16 pixels of font size. Let's get in now and add the style property. Can we do the style property? Yeah. Font size. Oh, maybe not. Font size. Beautiful. 16. Much bigger. That's what we like. And the color is secondary, not the primary. So we'll change the fill to secondary. There we go. The distance is like 12 pixels between the actual bar and the label. So let's fix that. Now, this 18 number includes the distance, the visual distance, but then also the height of the actual letter, and that is calculated by the line height. So in this case we have 21. Can we do that or not? Okay, so if it's 16 and we want the spacing to be 12, 16 plus 12 is 28. So if we add 28, it's further down below, of course, but is it like, yeah, right? I mean, personally, I would put it at most 24. Let's go with 24. Regardless of the design, let's go with 24. I think it's better. There we go. And now what we want to do is basically cut down this, and then we want to move. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna copy one of them and add that to the text. So -6 plus this thing. So we move everything slightly to the right. Yeah, min, max, and the average of the week. Oh yeah, right. Maybe we can also do the average of the week, right? Maybe we can like even draw a line, like a dashed line where the week average is. Yeah, that'll be actually better. Thanks, Yasser. Okay, so we moved everything to the right because we're not going to be adding stuff on the right, but we are going to add some stuff on the left, and that's where the actual values are going to be. We'll be adding, again, pretty much the same texts, but we'll change up the X and Y values. We'll change the Y values. Actually, we want to add, okay, there we go. So it's not going to be part of these fragments. Okay, it's gonna be, because this basically loops through all of the bars and it adds stuff. The labels on the left, they are gonna be just 3. So we don't want to loop through all of the items, right? We just want to add them here, and we don't need the item as well. So let's say we want to add the X to, I don't know, 30. We'll set the Y to 0. So it starts from here. We'll add 0. And there's the 0. Right, now we can play with the actual position. For example, this looks okay, right? Then we want to add then we want to calculate the average now, obtain that position, and display that value there. We have the Y scale point, which is cool. We can use the Y. And we have the maximum of the total. Let's put that out like max value. There we go. And we'll replace that here. So we have the max value, right? We're gonna put the max value here. We're gonna render max value. And then we can use the Y and pass on the max value to get the Y. So it should show up about there. Or not. Oh, wait a minute. We should multiply this by -1 because it'll be somewhere below. Right? Didn't we do that? Yeah. We use the Y to get the... Okay, so we're getting the domain of 1, but no, this is okay. Actually, maybe this is what we want, right? Because this is the first rect is the background, the second rect is the actual value, right? So we could actually do that. I can see it. We just need to add, I don't know, 16. There we go. So it was like at the very top, but because that is the edge of the element bound, we couldn't see it. But I could see some, like at the, I could see the bottom of the 300 right there. Okay, now we have a different issue. We have the same position on the left side, but we want to set the text alignment to be on the right. So these 300s will span to the left as opposed to the right. Let's check that out. Text anchor. It's gonna be in the end. Is that what we want? Probably. Okay, so let's try changing this element to 0 as well. There we go. Right, I guess this is decent, right? That's two. There we go. All right, so 300 is like the maximum, 0 is the minimum, of course. And then we need to calculate. I think we're still gonna have some problems with here. So let's see. We have max value. Let's also add, like, let's make it a bigger, no. Let's make it a bigger value. See that? For example, if someone goes about and spends a lot of money, they're gonna have some issues. Even more. See that? Okay, there we go. There we go. And if we could make this responsive, that would be pretty cool. I'm not sure we can. But let's yeah. How do we do this? How do we do this? Because if there is an expense of like 1K and oh yeah, rounding them up. Good point. In that case, we are cutting down the number of characters that we need to render. Yeah, thanks, Yasir. Let's actually do that. Okay, so should we do it by hand or should we try to use a library for that. That would be like a, let's see, because we have a number. If the number is in the thousands, we can replace the 3 zeros with a K. If it's like in the millions, we should replace the 6 zeros with an M. So at most we'll have 4 characters. And if this is 300, then let's make it a 4-character number. 42, 40. Yeah, 40 would work. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we can do this. Let's write a simple utility that will replace that K. New folder, utilities, number.ts. Is there a name? Is there like a name for that? I don't know. It's not replace comma, it's replace. It's not the thousand separator. Short. I don't know. Shorten number. Let's call it shorten number. All right. So GMK. Okay. So this thing kinda solved it for us, but we don't need the G. We just need the K and M. Okay, Copilot for the rescue. So let's export the shorten number and actually go ahead and import it here. Import shorten number, utils, number, utilities. So we'll go down here. The 0 is okay. And we'll just pass the max value. 300, which is cool. Okay. Times 10, let's see. 3K. All right. That's about it. Right? So if, for example, we have 30K. There we go. 300K. And this will be like the biggest number in terms of number of characters. Because when we get to 999, like 999K, the next one is 1M. So it shortens up to 2 instead of 4. So I guess we'll have 4 characters at most. And this is easy to calculate. And we also kind of have the alignment set up pretty okay with the x equals 40, because our 3 always lines up, you know, with the top. I'm not sure you can see that, but yeah, should be able to see that. It always lines up with the top part. This is good. All right, we are gonna keep using this. I also was curious to see, or like to try if we can manage to, you know, leave the space for these, but these also have a fixed width. Let's keep it like this. Yeah, I think it's better if we keep it like this. Maybe, just maybe 36. No, that is too much. The 3 gets cut off at that point. 38. That's like the most. Or 40. 40 was, yeah, let's keep it at 40. Okay, next thing we want to do is calculate the average. We want to calculate the average. So we have all of the expenses, right? So this reduce function is going to loop through all of the expenses. Let's create an average expense. We'll just set it to 0. We are gonna add all of the amounts, and then after this thing ends, we are gonna divide that with the length of the grouped expenses. So this is gonna give us the average number. Beautiful. We're gonna add that text in the middle. Average expense. And then the y. The y is not gonna be this. Times -1. Alright, let's see. We're gonna use the y value. We'll pass the average expense, and then we're also gonna multiply by -1, so we get it over there. There we go. 28,000. Okay, we want to pass the shortened number as well, although 28,571, that is a huge number. I'm not sure that that is the actual correct average. Let's try that again. So reload. For every expense we sum up the amounts, 600, and the length is 7. No way. Oh, not the grouped expenses. It's the expenses, not the grouped expenses. Because grouped expenses are always 7. There we go. 150, which is okay. Because either we have 100 or 200 or 300s. We have 2 of the 100s. So that tips the scale. The overall, like the middle point would be 200 because, I don't know. Or actually, no, it's actually 150. This is okay. Yeah. We can also try validating this. We have the logs still here. No, we removed the logs. All right, we actually have them here. Yeah. Not really. Those are the grouped expenses. All right, doesn't matter. This is pretty much how we calculate average. Yeah, get all the expenses, sum up their amounts, and then divide them by the number of length. There we go. We have the average, which is 150 in this case. Let's see if we can like try to change up the numbers a bit and see how that's gonna reflect. We have 100, 230, 100. We'll have 70. We have 100 and 200 again. We'll keep them here. So it turns out that... Alright, let's see. It's weird. It's again 150. Well, we just moved them. Alright. We'll keep this 280. $350 is the maximum value. And then 162.5. Right, so 350 divided by 2 is 175, which is the middle point, but now the average is 162. Okay, that's correct. That is totally correct. We also have points. Oh man, we also have points. And if we go by that, no, we'll just round it up. We'll just round up everything. All right, let me like reload this. Okay, and now let's go here where we have the average expenses, and I want to fix. I don't want to have any decimal points, so I'll just do 0. And then we have a okay. Damn. We should be doing that probably inside. So here's the number. To fixed 1. Okay. Alright, so this does something. Average. Let's multiply the average by 10. 1.5k. So right. 15k. 150k. 1.5 m. So this is like the most. All right, I'm gonna add also 5,000. 155, that's all right. There we go. There's the point that I'm looking for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. If we have this, right, we need to round this up somehow. What if we did 2 fixed? Set that to 0. There we go. So roughly the average would be 151. We don't need to like get into so much details per se. Now we can remove this. There we go. Okay, we got the values. We have the labels. The values, we have the labels of the days, and this is just beautiful. All right, yeah, we need to draw that line. We need to draw that line now. We have a G, we have a rect. Is there a line? There is a line. Okay. Let's also bring in a line. Let's see how we can draw a line. There's a line. So it has x1, yeah, basically has the start point and the end point, and it has a stroke. This probably supports a style like a dashed type of thing. Dash. Yeah, so we have the dash array and the dash offset on the stroke. Beautiful. All right, so x1 is always gonna be fixed, so because we know where it starts, and the x2 is going to be the same, right? So x1 is going to, I don't know, let's see 20 for example. y1, we're just gonna like add some random. Let's actually use these just so we can have something to see. There's a line, right? Okay, so x1 and x2, let's also get them to 0. They're definitely not gonna be zeros, right? Oh, wait a minute. We want to get them out, not like put them here. There we go. So x is 40. Let's make that a 40. There we go. Oh, actually, no. The y value is going to be the same. All right. Let's see. y1 is also going to be 40 or not. No, y1 is going to be the actual value, so we'll do y of the max value times -1. Not the max value, the average expense, sorry. Average expense, there we go. We want to start here, and this is a good start. We'll figure out this because we probably want to do 48, too much, 44. Yeah, I guess. And also the text has a bit of offsets. There's the 0, there's the... it's probably, yeah, it's probably that. Okay, so we always want to start here. The y2 is going to have the same value. Now we need to define the x2, and the x2 is going to be the x of the x domain of the second element. No? Yeah, we want the last element. Exactly. We want the last element. Actually, we want the range, right? We have the graph width. No, we need to pick the domain, actually. All right. Yeah. And then we want to add on top of it, we want to add the graph bar width. There we go. And now we want to add the dash, change up the color because we don't want to keep it red. And this is okay, right? Let's subtract 4. So it's a bit up. Because we want to link the line with the number, with the 150 here. All right, this is fun. Let's check out the stroke dash array and dash offsets. Dash array number, or let's see, 4. This is okay, right? We don't need the offset. This is all right. And the only thing that we want to change is the color. Not sure if we add white. Is this okay? Or like theme, colors, text secondary. Yeah, this is more subtle, right? Yeah. Let's keep it as the secondary. It's basically the same color as the label. It's as the 150. Yeah. X2 plus 4. No. I want to do plus 12. Yeah. So there's a little bit of the dash poking out at the M. Not sure you can see this. But if we zoom in, you can see the dash right here. It's on top of the bar, which is pretty cool. And then there's like a little dash, a little piece of dash poking right out. This makes it like an interesting effect. Sadly, we don't have the same space on the left because we immediately see the 150, and if we bring the dash closer, it's not gonna look good. So we'll keep it like this. We don't have that much real estate unless we do this. Okay. And then move everything to the right. And actually set the margin. Margin was 12. Oh, actually, yeah, we want to... It's a different thing. We want to bring it back to 16. Graph margin. Where's that padding? There's the padding. 1.5. Yeah. Now we can push everything to the right, right? Now we can probably push everything to the right. So the SVG width is gonna be this. The graph width, and yeah, there is the graph margin over here. Okay, so what if we don't have that? We'll have that. We'll have the whole graph to the right. And this is what we want to do. Okay, okay. This is cool. We want to add like padding of 2. No. I'll keep it at 1.5. Okay, yeah, that's like 175 maybe. Yeah, let's keep it like 175. Exactly. Now we have a lot more space on the left. But we fixed the problem with the numbers. So what I would do is just like bring this back to the 39. And probably bring this back to 1. Okay, now this is not good. Yeah. Yeah, this is okay. This is all right. Or like we even have more. Oh, that's too much. But if we add 50 to it, yep, again. It used to be like this because we had the graph margin, which is 16 pixels. But I'm not sure we should respect the margin horizontally. We can just keep the margin vertically. So that's why we're gonna remove it. And we'll play with this, right? Now what we can do is scroll down. The letters are okay, I think. But this line right here, this can go even more, like, I don't know, 50, 52, for example. Yeah. 58. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so what else do we have? We have the RX is the rounded corners, I think, right? Yep. We have the X, we have the Y. That's the thing. A bit more padding, which is good. But if I push it to the left, we'll have the same thing then. I don't know. Should we keep it like this or like revert it back? Because now the values look a bit more detached. I'm gonna revert this. Yeah, I'm going to revert this. I think it looked okay the first time we... Yeah, this looks okay. This looks decent. We can even try to remove this little dash, because this pretty much starts at the beginning. We don't want to like overbleed on the right side. So scroll down to the line. There we go. This 12, I'm just gonna remove that. So it ends here. I'm not sure you can see that. But yeah, it ends exactly here. Nice. Okay. There we have the average line. Sweet. Well then, I guess we're pretty much done with the we are pretty much done with the weekly charts. We need to do the same thing, but it's gonna be for, yeah, it's going to be for the monthly chart, and that's gonna be a bit of bit more complex. We can try working on the yearly chart, which is always like 12 bars, 12 months. Whereas the monthly, depending on which month is it, and that month how many days it has, because we'll be basically drawing a bar for every day. Right? In some cases, February has like 28 days. Right? And like September has 31 days. Right? We're talking about 3 bars of difference. And we want to reflect on that, right? We can't show a bar that is non-functional, because yeah, the monthly chart basically accumulates all of the expenses into each day. So that way we can see how much money we spend on a daily basis, and we'll have a different average in that case, And as we go up in like monthly and the yearly charts, we are going to see bigger numbers, but we already have that covered with the shortened number function, which is good. Yeah, let's actually go basically like duplicate this weekly chart, and we're gonna work on the yearly chart instead. It's always 12. We don't really need to worry about that. There we go. So default values. Yeah, we're gonna need default values. Day number names, probably not. January, February. Do we actually? Yeah, we do. We actually do need these. Yeah, we actually do need the default values. Is like it's the default array which we fill up and try to come up with the grouped expenses. Yeah, we actually need this. January, February, March, April, March. Oh man, I'm blanking out. There we go. I'm gonna ask for help here. July, August, September, October, too soon, November, and one more, December. Nice. So our base data is okay now. Instead of get day, we are actually interested in the get month. Oh man, which is a number, of course. I'll do the get month, and then day number. We want to do month number names. Oh man, we're still gonna need that. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm just going to do this basically. Or like even better. No. Let's just like keep it simple. I wanted to iterate over the default values and pick up all of the days. Actually, yeah, let's be more lazy than this. Month number names is like default values, right? Map, and give me the day. And in this case, not gonna be a day, by the way. It is going to be a month. So we're iterating through the months. Without S, okay? So this, and this is a month. Nice. Then we have the month. That's all good. Expense dot. These are probably all the just day, exactly. Yeah. Month. All right, all good. We're gonna need a hell of a data. Let's go back to the reports screen, and instead of like, yeah, pass on the yearly right here. There's a button here, but it's not showing up now. So I added a button here to change the recurrence. All right, yearly. There we go. Let's work on it now. We have the yearly chart right here. Totally, it's not gonna be 39. That is like expensive. 12, maybe more. 24. No, it gets in the way here. 16 maybe. The margin is like too much now. Keep it at 8. 16. Okay. Graph width is like the SVG width minus the margin. I think we should like minus a lot more than just the margin. Because if we're talking about the graph, we're talking about only the bars. Like what if we did minus 50 as well? There we go. But now we actually want to start from the right. And the X range is like from 0 until this. So maybe not 0, right? Maybe we want to do like 40. Like we'll subtract 40 here, but we'll add that here. Too much. Okay. We need to fix the margin at the bottom here as well. So the height, probably want to add one margin. Or like instead of multiplying it, just like remove. Oh man, terrible. Why is this? So we need to subtract more. Okay, 3 times the margin in that case. That works. That works. All right, let's try more width and more margin. Or less margin. No, actually, margin is okay. We want to play with the padding here. What the hell? This is confusing, but somehow we managed to make it work. All right, we have, or this is okay. We just want to push these to the right now. How do we do that? Change the starting point, probably. Yeah. 75. Too much. 60. That's all right. All right, so all right, this is cool. I have no idea. Let's minimize the padding. No, actually, we wanna bump up the width a little bit more. Probably change up the margin now. 15 with 24. Would this work? No. We need more. We need more padding, but let's keep this at like 22. And now add some more padding. Less width. And push it out to the left, so 65. There we go. We have alignment with the dash on the left side. See the dash? And this is the bar. We have alignment to the somewhat of an alignment. Like it's not pixel perfect, right? But like it ends here, while the letters of the top group are pretty much here. We're like missing 2 pixels, but it's not bad, right? And we also have some decent padding between the bars as well. Okay, freeze this. We are freezing this. In terms of the letters, like the bottom axis letters, we don't want to do JFMA. We probably want to do let's see, let's consult Google for that. Monthly, no, yearly bar chart. Let's see how people, 3 letters, Jan, Feb, Mar, April, Opera. Okay. Okay, let's try that out. Let's try that out. Instead of picking the 0, we'll do a substring of 0 to 3. Right? And now we have a different type of issue. Yeah, we have a different type of issues now. Let's actually get this. Now we want to do minus. Or 4. Yeah, trying to center, like the center of Jan should be at the center of the bar. We can't know that for sure. For example, check out July, right? It's all skewed up, but yeah. Oh, wait a minute. In that case, maybe we should do text anchor. We set that to the middle. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so now we can do this. And then we can do plus half of the width. So it's all, is it? No, it's not. Damn it. A third of the width. It probably is. But font size 12. I don't know. Is this readable? We should check this on a phone to see if we can read these, but like if we go more than 14, things will start to get, you know, they'll start to bump into each other. Unless, oh, check this out. Rotate. Yes, please. Minus 45. What? Not each letter. No, wait. Rotate. Rotation. Damn. No. I meant... Why is it rotating every letter? I want to rotate the whole world, you know, word, so it's just a bit skewed. Skew? No, it's not actually skew. No. Interesting. All right, so what if we wrap this with a G and add rotation to the G instead? Where did it go? 1, 2. See that? Yeah, that's weird. That's like super weird because it's like the whole thing. I just want that little piece to be rotated. So yeah. How do we do that? And we're looping through, so that means we're in a cycle here. But that has a, you know, that cycle has a key. Well, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if we also add a key to the text? And we'll make this something like month label. Now let's try the rotation. Still the same, all right. We're probably not gonna rotate. I'm not sure why that happens, but yeah, it is what it is. In that case, even the Y can be like 20, make it a bit up. All right. And this is 14 Pro. If we run this on a smaller phone like the, I don't know, mini, we're gonna have bigger problems, right? That's why the rotation made sense. SVG text rotate around the center. Yes, please. Around the center. The text needs to be centered horizontally and vertically so rotation won't move it. Oh, there's a transform rotate. Text anchor is set to middle, done. Dominant baseline is also central, and then transform. All right, let's see this. Text anchor, dominant baseline. Come on. Middle, not really, it's central. What is this now? Horizontal scrolling. I'm not sure. We want to keep everything on the screen. What is this now? Dominant. There is no dominant. Okay. There is no dominant. Well, then let's do the transform. Transform. Man, this is... Why is it... There we go. Rotate. 0, 150. I have no idea what this is and what it's going to produce. Probably nothing. Column major transformational matrix. It's an array. So we could do like 0, 150. Oh, it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no idea what that is, so we'll steer clear. Rotate X, rotate Y. So technically I could do this. Nope. Again, the whole thing goes up. Why does the effect multiply? It means it's not even multiplying, right? Come on. 45 CX CY are the coordinates of the center of the screen. Oh, interesting. Order rotation. So for the CY and CX, we should probably find the... Well, we already have them, don't we? There are the CX and... But these are not CX and CX. God damn it. All right, let's... let's wrap this like this, and I don't know, we'll try it out. So CX, we'll grab this, and then CY is 20. Okay, yeah, right, which we're like getting somewhere, although we want to do... Okay, hey, look at that. Now we can even bump up to 16. We should not have any problems, right? Here we go. Okay, what was the previous weekly chart? I'm gonna go down to the actual thingy, item.day, font size 16. Yeah, so this is like the actual font size. We have... Yeah, and we want to go a bit more down now. Whoa. So now it's like zigzagging. All right. Then I guess 3. Okay. The letters are like way too big now. We'll keep them at 14. Okay. We'll keep them at 14. All right, so probably this gives us a bit more space, right? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. No. Yeah, let's keep them like this. We'll spin up a different simulator and actually like check it out on the mini, and then we'll see. But okay, this is like for every month. This looks decent, right? So all of the expenses happened in September. 600 is the total, and like 150 is the average because we reuse the same data. So for that data, for those expenses, 150 is the average. Nice. That means we could add some more of these to see, like, I don't know, let's actually add one. We'll add 5. If this is 600, we'll keep this at 200, but we'll do, I don't know, 10. So there we go. October now has some data. We'll also add another October here. We'll do, I don't know, 50. Yo, Jacob, how's it going? Nice, 6,666. That doesn't look like a... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they are coming up pretty cool. I have an issue here in the average. Why does it say that we have like 6,000? We have this much expenses and then we just average them out. Not sure like what the average expense, 850 divided by expenses dot length is 6, so 850 divided by 6 is 141. 0.666. Okay. Yeah, we need to round up this number, so we will to fixed 0. There we go. 141.6. It kind of rounds it up to 142. And now it's a string. Of course it's a string. I guess we want to do this when we render. There's a lovely library that I had been looking at importing. Maybe useful for you. Yeah, which one is it? Where's the average? Average expense. Shorten, but then to fix. No. Wait, we already have this shorten. Even on the average. And inside we have the... there we go. Yeah. There we go. This was a third case where it's not in the thousands or millions. We still want to, you know, like remove the... I think links still get filtered. Oh yeah. I think there was like an option in YouTube for that. Try to like go around it. Like write dot dinero JS. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Mucho dinero is a library for working with monetary values. Sweet. Dinero. Okay. Amount in currency. Beautiful. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice. Even the local, like what is this? 5. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This looks decent. But this is like weird. Like, if the amount is like 10,545 and then we set the precision, then it becomes this. Hey John, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you spending your precious time looking at me drawing charts. Oh, that's a floating point math thingy. I think you can use format natively in the version of Expo. I mean, we kind of did that, right? I mean, it's pretty, you know, prehistoric, so it's not really smart. If it's like greater than 1,000,000 or equal, then, you know, we add the M here. If it's like greater or equal than 1,000, we replace the zeros, the last 3 zeros. I'm not sure how it knows about. Oh yeah, of course. We divide it by, yeah, we divide it by 1,000 and then we slap a K. Some finance things actually consider sub smallest unit of currency. We're talking about this thing. with the precision and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, a fraction of a cent in USD. Yeah. So this is not really just like it's not really $10,000 per se. It's an amount, and they got it however they got it, but they know that, in calculation, sorry, during the calculation of this number, they use the precision 3 or something like that. So that's why pretty much this is like unpacking the value and displaying that in USDs. Yeah. Okay. This is good. I didn't actually know about this one. I'm gonna keep it in mind. But I think we're, with these two ifs and the third case, I think we pretty much have it covered here. We don't display the USDs, but so where's the Figma? I think. Yeah, we just keep it chill. We know that we're working with USDs. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think we can kind of have the yearly chart as well. We need to see it on a mini. Let's actually try that. Wanna open the... Is there a mini? iPad mini? No. Or I don't know. The D14 is a smaller device, so let's try it out. Let's try it out on the 14. Come on. Okay, I need to probably close this one and then add this simulator over there. Beautiful. All right, so this is a smaller device now. I want to restart the process so it gets installed here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Open a terminal. We'll run this by hand. Yeah, on iOS, because I want to click on the simulator there. Is running in central distributed. Yeah. Okay. There we go, iPhone 14. Beautiful. All right, let's see how the charts look like. Maybe they're all squished now. Here we have to go back and... But actually, no. Probably not, because we take into account the width of the screen and we kind of calculate based on that. Yeah, it's decent, right? There's the icon. Monthly is gone. There's the weekly one. The weekly one is okay. Yeah. And then we have the yearly one, which is a bit more. Then we have 1K here. Oh, but check this out. 600. 2K. 900. 2K. There we go. 1K. See that? All right. Cool. Yeah. We are re-rendering stuff, and is it like this thing right here, the max value? This needs to be memoized as well, and it needs to re-render only when we change the grouped expenses. Yeah. Because it kind of gets... I'm not sure what it's... The max is crazy. Maybe it's the grouped expense. Maybe it's the grouped expenses. I don't know. Let's try. So return this and recalculate it when this changes. All right, we'll do reload 600 142. Let's go 300 because that is like the most. Let's go here. Then we have 1K. See, it's wrong again. Okay, so max value. Why do we? All right, so now we're ready to actually run the. It's already running. Do you want to start another instance? Cancel. What was that? The debug view? Nope. There we go. How is this running? Debug is already running. I don't see this running. I think like VS Code is having a laugh with me. Let's turn off Zen mode. Yeah, it's not running. I mean, it doesn't say that it's running. Okay. Quit Visual Studio, open it again then. Now we can go back and turn on Zen mode. And actually turn off the centered layout. Nice. Run this, no issues. There we go. Now we can reload. And we have breakpoints enabled as well. Okay. Let's wait. Wait, what is the... Oh, yeah. We don't actually want to run this on 19,001. It's just on 19,000, right? Zero, zero, one. Was it like this? There we go. Okay. Moving on. Hey, we also got the icons now. That's good. Okay. Let's see what the issue is with the max value. So right now it's on 600. Plus we also have an issue with the corner radius. It doesn't actually respect us now. I think this is an overall rendering issue. And we are debugging. We're debugging, right? Oh, wait a minute. The grouped expenses don't really change. Yeah. When we change the view, we render a totally different component. So maybe even this thing, this memo can be like totally avoided. Okay, reload. We also want to change that to the weekly. We don't want to memorize this because we don't reuse the component. Okay. All right. There's a yearly. There's a weekly 300. That's all right. 600. Yeah, see, it's. I'm not sure where it's coming from. So that value right there is the max value, and the max value is d3.max from the grouped expenses, right? And the grouped expenses are calculated using the expenses.reduce. Are these getting duplicated? Well, I need to enable debug remote.js. Man, what is going on? Let's try it again. One 19,000. Oh man, this is interesting. God damn it, XP. Oh. There we go. Are we gonna see breakpoints? We're not gonna see break. Well, we kind of succeeded. I'm not sure why we don't see any breakpoints being hit right now, but hey, that's it. It is what it is. All right, so I guess we'll fall back on the good old console log. Just gonna stop it. If we're outputting console log, I'm just gonna do yarn iOS. Be done with it. No, oh man, this is terrible. So the 19,000 is still. I need to do this again. All right, so that's not reliable. We're not gonna be using it anymore. The VS Code debugger for React Native, unless we fix it. We'll just run yarn iOS for now, and we'll just do console logs. That's it. Been better if we had better tools. Right, so that's the, hold on. I wanna do JSON.stringify. I'll pass the group expenses, pass null, and then pass 2, so we see it much better. There we go. September's total is 600. That's all right. Now let's clear it, go to the weekly, and go back to the yearly. We have 1K. Let's see why. Okay, so now we have double. Yeah, it was 600, but now it's like 1200. Grouped expenses. That means the expenses are being doubled. like looped, or let's see, console.log expenses length. Is that what we're interested in? And I'm gonna comment this out, clear. So now we have 6. And 6 again. Oh, it's the, yeah, it's the ACC basically, right? And the default values. Yeah, I mean, we could, but I have to like go crazy with the layout like this. You guys will start, you know, complaining. That's the thing. We have the default values here as the ACC, and probably that's the issue, because we loop through again. Yeah. Right? But no, we return the ACC. Wait, I have no idea why is this happening. We're not actually pushing values in the default values. Yeah, I mean, I tried that as well. Debug remote JS, and there we are. And now we have to go left and right. Metro is running, debugger is running and not paused on a breakpoint. Well, that's alright then. Was it like this? So I need to go to sources now and try to find yearly chart. Yeah. But it's not running. Metro is running. It's running here. Unable to resolve. There's probably a different kind of issue. Yeah. We'll just go back to console log. What could be? We logged out the expenses. All right, let's log out the grouped expenses length, because there's like this should be like a double. Come on, stop. Reload. Jesus. Okay. 12. 12 again. Then how does that existing? I have no idea. Oh yeah, the React Native DX does need some love. I have no idea how this happens without the proper tools. I have to like add 1,000 console logs. We have the expenses, and these expenses are pretty much hard-coded. No, they are actually hard-coded, so they don't change. The grouped expenses, we saw that the length is always 12, so they don't get doubled and then like do it again. But then for the month, we add the total expenses amount. And this ACC is the list that we're then using. This should be okay. We have the default values, and the default values don't change. They're always these values. And if you can see, like, the same thing happens here as well. We got 1K, now we should also see 1K here. Oh, 900. Hey, Sibran, how's it going? You're tuning in just as I'm about to go offline. But yeah, it also happens for the weekly. So we have a nasty bug somewhere. If there's no existing, if there is an existing dot total. Oh. Wait, is this it? The existing is find that from the ACC, and the ACC's default is 0. So if this gets destroyed, yeah, maybe this is the, see, we're just like plus equals and go with our lives. But this is what doubles the expenses. Everything's like going up. We have to reduce here. I believe this is the moment where things get doubled. And we're using the ACC to find that month's expenses. But then we pretty much, because we're using conditional rendering here, so when we switch over, this should like get unmounted. The problem is that it's, you know, the expenses double up, and I believe it's because of this line right here. So check this out. I'm gonna reload now, and at first we're gonna see the real values, right? 600s, and if I do weekly and go back, we should see 1K. Now we go weekly and then go back, we see 2K, right? So they double now. 2400, this is gonna be 36, so it's still 2K. And now it's gonna be 3K. See that? That is like, that's the issue. I'm not sure. They don't actually double, but they add themselves again on top of whatever's before. So we got 600, and every time we re-render the component, there's like 600 on top of it, but there's like no memoization anywhere. We have conditional rendering here. So if the recurrence changes, then we render the yearly chart. I don't know. Let's see if we actually, let's get a use effect going. There we go. Clear. This is in the yearly chart, so we'll go weekly. There we go. says goodbye. So we go back. It's gonna say goodbye again. Of course, we are unmounting the components. But then the thing is, as we, go for the second time, these double 1K or like 1200. How does that happen? It's like something gets cached, but that's it. I mean, the grouped expenses, that's the, see that, for example, the max value is the total for every month. The expenses are the same. I think it's the ACC, yeah. Let's see, what else? The reduce gives us the month and total. Does it give us the index? All right, go. Let's see. Let's check out the index. So if the index is like the first one, right? We want to log out the ACC. Yeah, I'm not using anything. Like the expenses are coming from the props and they're hard coded. They're like dumb data. I mean, we don't actually need the length. We just want to do JSON stringify ACC null2. Okay, so it only renders the it only logs it out the first time. Let's do a reload. There we go. These are all zeros. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, and September and October are also 0 because we're at the first iteration. We still haven't added anything, right? I'm gonna clear this and do this, like the re-rendering again. And there we go. The ACC gets remembered. The reduce actually remembers these, and this is the first iteration, right? So ACC already has these, but the reduce itself, like the initial value is the default value, the default values, and these are hard-coded, all of them zeros. But that's the thing, right? These are like initial values. And then the ACC gets cached. Damn. I mean, it like ACC equals default values. Sure, maybe it'll fix it, but this is dirty. Oh, damn it. Damn it. There we go. Whew. So we don't even need to do this anymore. Okay. Let's get rid of the index. Reloads. And we kind of fixed it for the yearly chart. 600. Weekly is still broken. 600. There we go. Thanks, Jacob. All right. Let's hop over the weekly and actually fix that as well, because we also have this thing right here. Default values. These go here. Okay. 600. 300. 600. 300. There we go. Thanks, Jacob. All right. Nice. All right, and now the next one that we should work on is the monthly. But I'm thinking about like leaving that one for next week, for next, not Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, that one's gonna be more dynamic, so we will, maybe we should also implement the period changer, because we would be interested in what month are we trying to look at. Is it like, for example, the if we go to the weekly one, this is static, right? But we're looking at this week. If we go to the monthly one, we'll be looking, for example, at September. And September has 31 days, so that means we need to render 31 bars. If we go to a certain year and then go to, I don't know, February, that means it's like 28 days and we need to render 28 bars instead. We should be also, we shouldn't render a label for every letter, like for every bar. We should be doing like on every 5. Like here's the first day, here's the 5th day of the month, here's the 10th day of the month, you know, just like scatter them on every 5. Yeah, we should definitely implement the periods changer and like actually implement the concept of periods. And then we can work on the monthly, because we'll be interested in looking at what is the, like, what month are we looking at, and then count the number of days, how many days are in that month. Or we can mock it out. We'll see. We got the Flutter version. We can open the Flutter version and see how we pass the data, you know, see, like, check the data flow again. But yeah. All right, productive day as well. Let's also push this. App.json, we didn't actually change a lot of stuff here. Launch. I'm gonna remove this, but I'm curious to see like why this got added here. Huh. Orientation icon. Basically, all of this has gotten like is deleted now. We just have the name. Maybe that's better. Weird. Nevertheless, all right. Let's see. Progress on the reports charts. There we go. Awesome. All right. I guess this is it for today. Yeah, it was pretty productive. We got the weekly and the yearly chart. I think it was going to be more complex working with the labels and like positioning the labels itself, but you know, day 3, it is pretty straightforward. We had the math ready for us. We just needed to render the text labels and etc. Even the line was pretty straightforward, the average one. Awesome. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in, you know, like watching my streams. We won't see each other on Tuesday next week. We'll either like Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday is definitely a streaming day, but I'm building this React Native app and it's super fun and I kind of want to stream more, so maybe we'll see each other on Wednesday as well. Keep an eye on the channel and we can continue. Awesome. Thank you so much again. Take care. Happy holidays, by the way, and see you all next week. Ciao, ciao.